This is easily one of the most Instagrammable spots in all of Peru. You've probably seen it everywhere, and there's a reason for it. It is an oasis in the middle of the Peruvian desert, something that you're not going to find anywhere else in the country, much less in this part of the world. It looks like something out of the Middle East, but here it is in Latin America. Welcome to the city of Huacachina. It is 6 in the morning, and after an overnight bus from Cusco, we have finally made it here to the town of 𝐒𝐶𝐂, actually the city of 𝐒𝐶𝐂. We gotta go take a taxi or something to the town of Huacachina, which is where we're staying. Looks like it's gonna be difficult. Looks like it's a cloudy day, actually, like a very, very cloudy day. So let's go ahead and try and figure this out and try and get to the town of Huacachina as soon as we can. One thing's for sure, they really hassle you for your business to try and get you to get to Huacachina. There's no lack of options here to get to the town. We're on a motor taxi, a moto tuk tuk. That's it, it's in town. Gracias. Well, we finally come to our hostel. This is actually a really nice hostel. I have to say, like, Huacachina has pretty amazing hostels. We're currently at the hostel called Banana Adventures, I think is what it's called. But the thing is, we can't check in until 11. So we're just gonna chill here. Today's gonna be a pretty chill day, honestly, because Huacachina is just the dunes, visiting the desert, and then there's not much to it. Plus, if you look at the sky right now, I don't know if you can see, it is very, very cloudy. The clouds don't clear until the mid-afternoon, which means that it's only really good to actually explore the dunes when it's the mid-afternoon. So in that case, we might as well just stay here. So we're just gonna chill, we're gonna relax, we'll take it easy, and hopefully in the afternoon, we'll do something extra. So for now, it's gonna be relaxed, it's gonna be chill, not gonna really vlog anything, but I will see you guys when something interesting does happen here in Huacachina. The hostel cat literally just came onto my lap and is lying down with me. I didn't think anything exciting would happen in the morning, but honestly, if I can spend the whole morning just spending time with this cat, that's gonna be a dream come true here in Huacachina. Aren't you my favorite little cat? Huh? Aren't you a cutie little cat? Why are you so cute? Come here. Oh. Oh, you're adorable. Well, since it's early in the morning, we might as well take advantage of the fact that the town is basically empty. And we basically have the entire town to ourselves. Literally, we're walking on the main area. We don't have anyone. So what is Huacachina? Huacachina is a town that is basically built around an oasis. That right there is the oasis. It's literally a lagoon that is in the middle of the Peruvian desert. Like, it's right behind me, you can see it's just a clear little lagoon. And what happened is that basically the entire west side of Peru is basically a desert. So we've come in from the Andes, we've come in from the mountains that are in the eastern part of the country, and we've come to the desert part. Lima, the capital, is actually built in the desert in Peru. And now, as you can see behind me, you've got all these sand dunes that are just all the way there. There are massive sand dunes. People usually come here to do sort of sandboarding. They do sort of ride around like in cars on the sand, and usually it's beautiful at sunset. Unfortunately, during the morning, because it's so cloudy, you don't really have great visibility. So when you climb up to the top of the dunes, you don't actually see much of the town of Huacachina anymore. But The history of this town is basically, it's just an oasis in the middle, and if you look at photos of it online, if you look at videos, it is a beautiful town to actually visit. So that's why it's become sort of a very nice little touristy spot. But you can see the lagoon is fresh, it's clear in the morning, there's nobody here, we literally have it all to ourselves, which makes it an incredible destination to sort of visit early in the morning, especially before the tour groups arrive.
I think, based on that, you might be able to do a boat ride here in the lagoon, but it is a very small little lagoon, so I'm not really sure exactly how long your boat ride would be because it's a pretty small lagoon, but nonetheless you could probably do a boat ride.
Now, although this is a desert, it doesn't mean that it is hot or warm all the time. In fact, it's only warm when the sun is out during the day. Once it sort of hits nighttime and in the early morning, it's actually still quite chilly. It's sort of still like Cusco weather almost. Right now it's only like 16 degrees, 17 degrees, and I thought I'd be ready to change into like a t-shirt and shorts and start enjoying sort of the desert weather, but I'm really not. It's still really chilly, it's still really cold, and I'm not ready to sort of change into that tropical summer weather. Probably later in the day when the sun comes out, when these clouds sort of disappear, because as you can see it's still very cloudy. I think once that happens, then it'll probably be better, but for now it's still quite cold, it's still quite chilly, and you'll still want a sweater here, especially during the day, just to sort of get yourself acquainted with the sort of cold during the evening time and the mornings here in Huacachina.
Swimming is prohibited, so is fishing, pets, and feeding the birds. So you're not allowed to go and swim in the lagoon right here.
However, most of the hostels and most of the hotels in Huacachina actually do have swimming facilities. They have great pools, so you don't actually have to swim in the lagoon if you've got a pool at your accommodation that you can easily swim in.
From here, you actually realize just how small the entire town is. It just goes around this little lagoon, and that's it. It's actually a really tiny town.
I'm actually genuinely shocked by how small it is, because it is a big tourist destination here in Peru. But when you actually got up here and see for yourself, it's pretty small. It's still really cloudy, still a bit cold. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna probably head back to the hostel, chill a little bit. But what I didn't realize is climbing up sand dunes is a lot harder than climbing up a mountain, because the sand just keeps falling every time you're hiking. It's actually a lot harder to get up here than you might think. Once the clouds sort of clear out and the sun comes shining in, it's going to be much better and much more worth it to get all the way up here. There's nothing in the world that beats relaxing on a nice little hammock like this one, which is exactly what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the morning, because I'm not bothered to do anything else. You're ready to go? Let's go ahead and head up to the dunes. I would say one thing I didn't realize is that hiking up the dunes is one of the hardest things I'm ever going to do in my entire life, and I'll tell you why. When you walk on the dunes, every step you take, you fall like 5 inches because it's sand. It's not concrete ground. So this distance is actually more like double the distance that you actually have to climb. So although it may look close, the whole thing is sand, so it makes it almost impossible for you to actually walk up and down the dunes. Now, as you can see behind me, that right there, that's Huacachina. That's the beautiful town. You've got the tiny lagoon. And if you look at the sky, I mean, look at how clear it is. It was not like this earlier. I don't know if you saw. It was not this clear. The clouds sort of just clear out at roughly like 11 in the morning, 12 in the afternoon. So after that, that's when you can come out, enjoy the sun, enjoy the view, and trust me, it is a pretty worthwhile view. But look at this place. You can see the dune buggies, which we're going to be taking later. They're just sort of coming down around the mountain. We'll be doing that later, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. I've already booked that tour, so that should be a lot of fun. But this place, I could sit here for hours and just enjoy this view of Huacachina. Alright, so now we are about to do the sandboard and buggy tour. I've changed the GoPro because, I don't know if you realized, it's super sandy and I do not want to get my entire camera soaked in sand. That's just not a good deal, not a good combination. It's difficult to get out. So we're sticking with the GoPro. Let's go ahead and get on to our tour. So we've made it to the peak. This is where we're going to be doing our sandboarding, and you can literally see behind me how expansive this entire place is. Literally dunes and dunes for miles. We got to climb up a little bit, and then we're going to learn how to sandboard today. First time ever sandboarding, should be an interesting one. So let's go ahead and try out sandboarding here in Peru. That is way faster than I expected. Oh man, I don't know if I'm ready for this. See?
Up. Down, okay? Don't go through.
Oh! Oh! Wow! That's actually really fun. It goes pretty fast, but it's manageable. Wow! Oh! 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 Second one was less exciting, but still nonetheless really fun. Well, hello and welcome back to Huacachina. Let's go ahead and get some dinner because I am starving. Let's go. Come with me. Well, it looks like we've got an amazing dinner. Got burger, fries, and pineapple juice. Nothing could be better than that. Okay, let's talk about Huacachina because Huacachina is easily now one of my favorite destinations in Peru. First off, if you arrive in the morning, do not expect anything to be running or open until 12 noon. People here in Huacachina, they're chill, they're tourists, and usually, especially in the morning, the clouds are sort of covering the entire town, so you don't really see much, you don't do much. It's very sleepy town. The town only really starts waking up at like 1, 2 in the afternoon when the clouds have cleared. That's when you start seeing people come visit town. That's when you start seeing people sort of walk around. But other than that, it is beautiful. Second, do sandboarding. I cannot tell you how much fun it is. And although it looks really steep, it's actually so much fun. Not only that, the buggy that takes you there is going to sort of ram around like the dunes. It's just incredibly fun. Lots and lots of fun. And I cannot tell you how incredibly like a great experience it is. Like, even though I paid almost $20 for it, it was absolutely worth every penny of it. Third, things are more expensive in Huacachina. Huacachina is kind of a touristy town. There's no place to change money. So make sure when you get here, you have soles, or else you're kind of stuck, unless you've got a card. Most places do accept card here, so that is a good thing. Other than that, things are a little bit pricier than they are in Lima, in Cusco, so do keep that in mind. But with that said, Huacachina is easily one of my favorite places in the entire world. The desert, the dunes, it's incredible. The Oasis town is beautiful, and when you get the drone up, as you can probably see, it is an incredible place to visit. I would say easily highlights one of my top 3 in Peru, without a doubt. Definitely Huacachina, top of my list. Highly, highly recommend. But other than that, we're gonna have this delicious dinner right here. We got burgers, some fries. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video here from Huacachina. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more food and travel videos, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.